Alrighty, hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a lovely Thursday morning, and dear Lord, Bitcoin broke out with a lot of force today. We had some good news from like an economic standpoint. I think that helped out, but we started to see this actually happen last night. Maybe there were some murmurs or some leaks or something like that, but I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. We are still above 100,000 bucks. In fact, we're about $101,000, basically 12 bucks away from that. Things are looking very, very good. I know we've been talking about dollar cost averaging and waiting for these large moves to occur from the altcoin perspective here. All of a sudden, all the altcoins on my screen are up like 10, 15, 20%, or if you guys still had a Mudang, that's up 50%, but I suspect there's a lot of bag holders with that token right now. So, happy to see all of you guys here. I'm sitting down because I think this is going to be a longer stream. I'm basically going to stream, I think, until a couple hours, few hours, unless the chat dies down and stuff like that. Because I have to go, what do I have to do today? I have to do something important. Oh, I have to go to the post office and do my passport renewal stuff. Here's a nice treat for Loki. This would be a beef lung. Looks pretty tasty. I think he's gonna like it. You can see how he's just like, good boy. See, very soft, very delicate. What was that meme at the what was that meme last year? Very demure, right? But because Bitcoin's actually blasting off here, much better than my expectations, by the way, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to smoke a cigar with you guys today. I got some music playing in the background. Let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough. I want it to be background, but not, you know, like full on blasting. All right, here we go. And hey, Rohit, happy to see Man Wilder. Happy to see both of you guys. You guys can't see it, but I have some very nice cigars in here. This is a chocolatey Opus. It's like $100 bucks, but it's really good. I bought this one the other day. This one is a Davidoff Royal. I think they go for like 150 bucks, but they're delicious. Because it is a special day, I should probably smoke a more expensive cigar. I'm not going to pull out the $100 cigars, but I do have a God of Fire here that's pretty good, or a Liga. Or I even have a Lancero. Lancero's a little too preppy right now. So let's go. I got a Davidoff here too, but the Davidoff, this isn't going to last long enough, right? Normally the cigars I smoke, I don't only have one of them left, are these Ligas. See, that's like an hour-long smoke. I'll manage with this. And I don't have my cutter in here because it's probably in my pocket or something. Not pocket, but in a pocket of some shirt I wore a couple days ago. So let's use the cutter here. We got a lighter there, and I think that's everything we need. We may need another cigar in a little bit, but we'll come to that point when it happens. Okay, so pull open this nice little tubo. Oh, see, a little beady, little beady. I know it's hard to see, but there's a nice little. It's Prometheus, and it has like the eagle pecking out his poor little liver. So let me crack this open a few times to get this opened up. One more. There you go. All right. I was thinking of doing a match with you guys to make it a little bit fancier, but I got this fan on me because it's all of a sudden hot, and I didn't want to turn my air conditioning on because it gets very freaking loud. So I'm just going to use a good old-fashioned blowtorch. If there's there's a little bit of fuel left in here. I love that sound. All right, let's toss this out. I said toss this out. Light this up is probably what I mean. I swear I have some form of autism. If I wasn't doing this with you guys, you know, and trading and, you know, doing this type of stuff, honestly, I don't know if I'd still be able to survive in corporate America. Unless I was like heavily medicated or something. Oh yeah, that's a good one. All right, so let's hop in, everybody. Happy to see all of you guys. Hey, Villa, Guten Tag. There we go. Oh, if you guys didn't notice, I was watching the Pope stuff. I woke up and all of a sudden I saw there was white smoke. So we got an American Pope, USA, 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 I guess. We'll cover that in part of the news here today. But damn, an American Pope. I don't think that's happened before, guys. We're in a new age for sure. Maybe this is part of Trump's golden age, oh man. All right. So, as you guys can see, Bitcoin did have a nice little breakout today. Let's go over to the 4-hour chart. You can really see that this really started early this morning. Look at it right here. That was 5 p.m. actually. It started at 5 p.m. Gosh, I was still outside with my friends. We went to get street tacos and stuff. Bitcoin's been pumping up ever since. Momentum has come back quite strong, I would say. The 12 hours fine. The daily's still bullish here. We almost crossed down into red territory, but we did not. And the best news yet, I would say, is we're that much closer to seeing the weekly chart have a bullish MACD. This is going to be very hard because of what we talked about earlier. Typically, if you guys want to buy the breakout and do a massive swing trade with leverage, like we did back over here during Trump's victory over here, you can usually wait for the breakout to occur after the MACD if you want to have that bit of confidence. Right now, it's going to be hard for me to say, oh my God, I want to go crazy and buy right now because of what's happening at the Fibonacci level. If we manage to break above it and close above it, I'll be more excited, I would say, about going gung-ho and doing some of these longer trades. So far, the money we've been making from those meme coins and stuff like that, just altcoins, you know, I think it's been okay so far. It's been good. I would categorize like most of us in two different camps, or maybe even a third camp. The first camp is everybody who likes to buy low, sell high, and then we don't really worry about what happens afterwards, right? Maybe we have a few positions that are left open, but we generally don't care. The next one is the people that maybe bought over here, they sold a little bit over here, but it came down and they became bag holders. Not too bad with Bitcoin, of course, but altcoins dropped down a lot during this period of time. And the third is the people who have a mix of that, right? So remember I told you guys a lot of tokens I had higher averages because I didn't want to keep on buying and buying and buying with the uncertainty of tariffs. I bought a little bit and then I just kind of stopped because I was like, okay, let's really wait a little bit and see what happens. So what we're seeing right now is if I go back to the daily chart and push this back over, let's go to auto. Ethereum finally having that big move. We had a line there already to talk about how there was going to be resistance, and voila, there was. But again, these things don't last too long with Ethereum and most things. So enjoy it while it's happening. Always be willing to scale out if you guys feel that you haven't been able to make as much money as you've wanted to, because like if you personally have had a history of selling too late and watching a lot of your gains go down the drain, you don't have to sell everything. Just continue to scale out bits and pieces of what you've been going for, and you'll be happy with it in the long run, right? Now, Solana also having a nice day, not as good as Ethereum. Ethereum's up 12-13%. Solana's only up around 8%. Dogecoin's up 10.5%. Dogecoin, if you go to the weekly chart, it's still in that bearish territory, but it's in the middle of flipping. So big moving averages, a lot of volatility when we hit those moving averages. I'd be watching this closely for a couple day trades or a possible 5x to 10x swing trade if you guys want to do that one. Keep an eye on that one right now. I'm still waiting for freaking Bitcoin to give me the confirmation that things are going to be good so I can kind of go all in. But dollar cost averaging at this point in time has finally started to pay off, only because how fast those altcoins can really boom. And I'll explain that in a few seconds here. Trump is up 12% right now. Nice little pop again in this massive order block, but you know what? It's still making some moves. I think people are going to continue to buy into this. I don't really have much of this left. I like to do some of these spikes and stuff, but I totally missed it on this one. My average is somewhere like here, so I'm making money, but it's not really a lot of money. Melania token up 6%. At a certain point, I feel like I need to buy this and perhaps just hold like a 5x leverage with a maybe 300% loss stop loss, and then just kind of see what happens with it. But I think it could possibly make some good money here. And you back home in Washington? Oh, nice, man. I mean, I bet it was crazy over in Europe right now. I have a friend over in Europe, in Germany. He was there for his father's funeral. WIF is up 16% right now. Again, back to the order block. Bonk is still moving. Miro's moving. Again, my average for Miro is right here. I am not profitable on this yet. Would I be profitable if I kept on dollar cost averaging? Yes, but I don't have unlimited capital. I'm not like a bajillionaire or something like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me wait to see what happens. So if this thing pops up even higher down the road, I'll be like, see, my average is right here. I had to wait a shit ton of time before things turned out good, but because I thought the market was still in a bull market here, I kind of gave it some leeway. Anything else? Book of Meme. Isn't that crazy? It's up 14%, but you can barely see it because of the volatility that happens on these charts. That's fine right now. Shiba's up 9%, hitting resistance. A lot of resistance getting hit today. See, this is what we want. Pepe breaking through all the resistance right here. Pepe's been good. But Pepe had an amazing rally this year. Like, let's go back over here a little bit. A lot of stuff out on hard. Pepe still grinding along quite well. Floki still popping off. Milady, you're starting to see more and more bullish MACDs. They don't matter as much until Bitcoin itself joins the party. Arbitrum, AXS, BNB. BNB managed to hold up quite well. XRP still alive. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash hitting toward resistance. Oh, I guess, yeah, broke out here a few weeks ago and it's been going up ever since. First bullish week there on the MACD. And I don't know how much. I know I got my turbo still making me money. It's not up much more. I sold most of mine already as far as turbo is concerned. I have a lot of turbo in spot, but as far as leverage, the fees were starting to milk me a little bit too much. I think I have maybe $100 left in that position, just 100. World token's doing okay. I need to buy more world token just because they're actually doing stuff in the physical world. Injective is still fine. Okay. And fun fact, Bitcoin dominance is down today. We're still heading higher and higher, I believe. But some of the reasons that we are actually having a good day, I think, are more purely economic reasons. And hey, Larry, up 70% on Sol 3x chip, ETF 40, NVIDIA, 2x NVIDIA. Money in Bitcoin miners likely will ride the wave shortly. Oh, there you go. Hopefully, yeah. Bitcoin miners always ride the wave. It's just not a good long-term hold, in my opinion. But short-term, oh yeah, they rip. And hey, Charmander, happy to see you, man. All right, let me take another puff of my cigar so it doesn't die on me. It already did. See, this is why I don't talk at the lounge. I'm a mysterious, cool guy that wears sunglasses. Outside, not inside. Let's give this a chance. There you go. All right, so let's get the easy news out of the way first, I would say. Let me pop with the CBC mode. So Pope Leo the, 14th? Is that the name? That's 14th. Robert Prevost is the first American elected Catholic pontiff. The world's just going crazy right now, so this is going to be very, very interesting to see what he does. I think he's more of a liberal pope. I don't really follow Pope. I don't really do that type of stuff, but it was a big day. Everybody's still talking about the news behind me. They're all freaking out like, oh my God, an American pope. America, oh my God, America's taking over the world. What did Trump do to get this pope on the what do you call, right? So interesting. Fun fact though about him, he's played the political game. I love when I see pious figures like understanding. He was a guy that was in charge of helping Francis, the last pope, select a lot of his bishops that eventually became popes. Not popes, cardinals. So tit for tat, tit for tat. Even the church has politics in it. You know what I mean? Smart individual, very, very smart, bringing some of that American intrigue into this perspective. All right, this is probably the biggest news of the day, I would think, for us right now. This is one of the reasons that you see the Dow Jones is up today, NASDAQ is up today, SPY is up today, all hitting or getting close to levels of resistance, mind you. Again, the stock market, the way it's going is kind of freaking weird. Look how aggressive the uptrend is. We're going to break down eventually, and that's when I'm going to buy some more assets here. That's the SPY, that's the Russell, right? All the same type of thing. NASDAQ, all similar types of moves here. We haven't broken down yet, so I'm waiting, but when we do break down, I'll be there to buy up some juiciness. All right, back to Bitcoin for a second, then go back over here. Now, Trump unveils a United Kingdom trade deal, first reciprocal tariff pause. It's been a freaking minute. Wasn't Liberation Day back in like April, something like that? April 2nd, I think it was. So they didn't want to make it seem like it was fake by making it on April 1st. But there's the key points I want you guys to focus on. President Donald Trump unveiled a trade agreement with the United Kingdom. The deal with the UK is the first by the United States with a country whose imports was subject to new tariffs imposed by Trump. Many specifics about the deal were not immediately clear, and nothing was signed during the Oval Office event. So again, it's still in process, but I guess they wanted to get out ahead of it and say, hey, We got some good news. We're getting a deal done with Kia Starmer, and this deal appears to be much more one-sided towards America, to be honest, from what I've read so far. Now, I'm not going to watch these videos here because this is like an hour long of just boring talk. But let me go over here. Yeah, Trump said the deal includes billions of dollars of increased market access for American exports, and that the UK will reduce or eliminate numerous non-tariff barriers that unfairly discriminated against American products. So again, we can make more stuff here, sell it to the UK as that market opens up to us, and there won't be as many barriers to stop us from doing that. And that's not good for the UK workers, but that's good for the American workers. So that's why I'm assuming that like we really had to push Starmer quite hard. But I don't think the UK is necessarily a formidable power anymore. Maybe that's just me and my American imperialistic thoughts, but I don't really think the UK has much strength, or as much as they used to, right? A fact sheet from the White House said the trade deal will keep in place 10% blanket U.S. tariffs on UK imports, adjust tariffs on UK autos so that the first 100,000 vehicles imported from the UK manufacturers each year are subject to a 10% rate, and any additional vehicles face 25% rates. Ah, interesting. Create a $5 billion opportunity for new exports for U.S. farmers, ranchers, and producers, including more than $700 million in ethanol exports and $250 million in American beef and other agriculture products. Damn, we're going to start selling our beef over there? Our beef has not been allowed in Europe for quite a bit of time. I don't think you guys, maybe some of you guys know this, but like they have a whole different type of beef quality, something like that. I get Australian beef myself. That's the stuff I like. Commit both countries to working together to enhance industrial and agricultural markets, close loopholes, and increase U.S. firms' competitiveness in the UK's procurement market. Uh-oh, we're going to be buying up shit in the UK. That's basically what it's going to be. We're going to, oh God, I don't think the UK knows how we do business. There's a nice little business over here. Everybody's happy. Everybody's making money. Big firm comes along and say, hey, we want to buy this from you, make you all rich. So the owners sell it, become rich, and then the company will be milked dry for all the money it can, and crazy raised by the firm. And then when the firm eventually loses its clientele because it's like dropped so much the quality, then they sell it for about a little bit of a discount, and then they just, or close it, and then they just buy the next one because they made so much money off of it. It's a crazy system, and I don't think the UK is going to like our system because we're pretty ruthless over here. Commitments on intellectual property, supply chain for U.S. aerospace manufacturers, create a secure supply chain for pharmaceutical products. Oh, interesting. Require the U.S. to negotiate an alternative arrangement to the Section 232 tariffs on steel and aluminum. That includes creating a new trading union for steel and aluminum. Oh, a new trading union. Damn, Trump's making unions up. That's crazy. All right, there you go. It was called a very small win by Josh Lipsky, chair of the International Economics of the Atlantic Council. And I'd still say it's probably a small win, but it shows things are moving in the right direction. And it'll be a big win when he actually like everything's signed and put into place, right? If it's not put into place, it doesn't mean much, right? This just kind of shows how big of a point this was when it happened. I'm not going to go over all this stuff, but basically the market loved it. Great news. Now, as far as cryptocurrency and things like that, last 7 days, Bitcoin's up around 5%. Let me go back over here very fast. There we go. Ethereum is up 10-11%. XRP has barely moved here. Maybe it'll update in a second. I don't know. No, XRP is only up around 0.29%. BNB's up 3, Solana's up 5, 6, Dogecoin's up 5, ADA's up 5. So for the week, we're actually in a good spot. Despite SUI going up 21% today, for the week, it's only up 7%. Kind of shows you how volatile things are getting, but how nice things are getting at the same time. I don't know if any of you guys have been checking your bags and stuff like that, but you guys may be profitable, maybe not. But they're less of a bag right now than they were just a couple weeks ago. Official Trump is still pretty high. Jeez. What's popping off today? Pudgy Penguin is the biggest one on the top 100. Then there's EOS for the week, excuse me. Oh, even for the day, actually 31%. Yeah. Again, some of these smaller market caps, they can really give you some good money here. I think we were looking at this yesterday. Market cap was the max was like, what, 500 million? 24 hours, how they moving. Peanut the Squirrel, I forgot all about Peanut the Squirrel. Yeah, they're definitely making some moves. Even MOG token's up right now. MOG was above $1 billion. Now it's only at 370 million. And again, last 7 days it's at 50%. So imagine where the market cap was just a few days ago. White Rock, we were talking about this a while ago. That's up 18%. Honestly, weird. It's up 63% year to date. This is not a bad token. Even ApeCoin's up 13%. So actually, alt season went up from 25 to 32. Year to date, what's up? AB token. That token looks so freaking weird. It has a low market cap, but it's not even moving today, actually. Sheems isn't moving up today at all. Maple Finance is up today a little bit. White Rock. Get away from all the stable coins. Barra, yeah. Okay, Kaido. Okay, so we're in a good spot. All right, there you go. If you guys want me to talk about anything, let me know. And hey, Moonshadow, happy to see you. Private equity groups? Oh, yeah, they got a bunch of money. I found a cigar lounge in Austin. I'm going to start relaxing. Also has liquor. When you find one like that, it's just a relaxing time. I mean, this is excuse me. This is why I enjoy smoking with my friends. Like, I'm usually at my computer working. Like right now, I'm learning how to edit properly. Like, there's a few YouTube tutorials on DaVinci Resolve. I'm in the process of learning how to use that. So after I'm done doing all that, and I've, you know, done some phone calls, talked to friends a little bit throughout the day, do some work and stuff like that. Then afterwards, I'm like, hey, you know what? There's a playoff game tonight. I know all my friends will be there. I'll go chill. We'll go outside the smoking lounge, pull up some chairs, and turn the TV on, and put on TNT or whatever it is. And you know, we just catch up on the day. Hey man, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? Talking about the game. You know, I don't know if you guys watched the Denver Nuggets game last night, but holy crap, that was just an insane game to watch. You know, and I like it. It's peaceful. This really calms me down. One of the things, as I'm in the process of learning how to make better content, and I've been watching some of my old videos. I, you know, have ADHD and maybe a little bit of autism. I'm not sure about the autism, but I just think I do. I don't think I speak slow enough, or I just speak too quickly. And it's been irking me because I've been trying to work on it, but trying to work on something actively, it puts a little bit of a strain on your brain. So right now, I'm like, cigars are a good way for me to slow down a little bit. The cigar, it tastes good, but this thing is not keeping lit enough. I'm wondering why. I normally don't smoke God of Fires because they're a little bit pricier for what I think they're worth, but I got a discount on this one. This is a 2020, so it's aged a little bit, so it has good flavor. Glenn Beck has a lot to say on the Popes. I bet he does. Sold all your pudges today? Hey, nice. There, but hope you got a nice little profit from that. Oh, and hey, Kilo, happy to see you as well, man. DaVinci is great. I'm glad you're learning that and not Premiere. No. So I don't like the Premiere model because they charge you monthly for it, and I don't like that. The only thing that sucks, that really sucks, is I got DaVinci Resolve. I used to have Studio, but I lost the little card that lets me access, move accounts from like one computer to the next computer. So I don't have the ability to use DaVinci Studio right now. I have base DaVinci. So maybe I'll buy DaVinci Studio, maybe, but I might just buy some DaVinci product and get it as part of the extra, right? Because I hate the fact that I'm using basic DaVinci right now. It feels off. Like everything's just a little bit different than what I'm used to. But yeah, I'm learning. I'm not a good learner. You know, I self teach myself everything usually, so it'll be interesting. But I want to be able to, like, remember guys, this one I'm not going to play the sound behind it, or you guys may just hear it. Videos maybe. I guess we are going to be taking profit soon after that. There was a video I made for you guys. I don't see it because I think because I own the channel, it's not where I normally see it. Let me open up this very fast and just do this incognito window. Hold on. Let's see. No, okay. There's basically a video that I made about the Fed. Oh, wrong search. This one. Right? So this took me a night to do, and I was really stressed by doing it, but I can take a week to make a video if I want to. I can take 3-4 days if I want to. I'm just not good at getting back to work after I stop work, right? Right? So there was editing, there was stuff going on, fast visuals, things like that. Loki in the background looking at me like I'm crazy. Right? All this stuff going on. So I need to learn how to, I know how to do it, this quality. But what happens is I get lazy because I'm usually like trying to do it fast. So like I do less editing as it goes along. Then I show like .com bubble, financial crisis, first rate cuts of each cycle, what's happened, right? Right there. No crisis, just a slowdown, that type of stuff. I try to go through the data. So I'm thinking of doing this. And this video did get 4.2 thousand views, and it took me one night to do. So I know if I put effort into these videos, I can. It's just, I fucking struggle with it. You know, I don't have a talent for it. So I'm grinding my way. You know, some people have a natural born talent to do certain things. I'm on the opposite. I don't have an artistic talent at all. Like, you ever have one of those friends that knew how to draw stuff in elementary school, middle school, and high school? They just knew how to draw, and it looked good. And you'd be like drawing, and be like, yeah, I'll stay off this. DaVinci Lite is almost just as good as Studio and it's free. Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm used to DaVinci Studio, so the way the buttons and everything are, it just feels a little bit different, and the export options are a little bit different as well. So I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. But I'm gonna start doing. See, this is where I don't know. I need to only put out edited content at a certain point here, which means that if I'm talking with you guys just on my phone, that means I would still have to send it over to an editor to edit it quickly so I can get it back. Or I just stop doing that type of videos on YouTube, and what I do is maybe I just do them on TikTok, not TikTok, X, right, and Telegram, posting for you guys to watch. And then all I have on my channel is highly edited content, and then highly edited content, and then do tutorials, right? Because if you look at my latest videos, of course, not many views, but you go to where I get all my views from, they're all tutorials, right? Scanners, different stuff, smart money guides, slingshot strategies, all type of stuff. So I need to get back into doing that stuff as well. I'm in the process of it. I'm gonna make a new smart money concepts tutorial here pretty soon. Obviously, we have a breakout plus a green change of character plus the MACD, stochastic, and RSI all pointing towards the right direction. Yeah, that's a short-term opportunity. And if you think about it, this was only a short-term opportunity. We really only had one big day of moving that we grinded for a long time. So those types of things can be very useful if you're looking for a couple days of good moves. There you go. Only thing is, gosh, why is it always this? I hate how it tries to shrink it down for some reason. Maybe I'll do another trading view one for 2025. I think that one's still getting views. People didn't like it as much as I thought they would because they want that exciting content. But I think I'm still going to do the longer tutorials because those are personally what I enjoy doing more. Those really, really long ones. Let's see if we can find it here. Trading view, no. Oh, here it is. Yeah, It has 51,000 views after a year. Remember, I don't make money anymore from ads on my videos and stuff like that. So you know, my incentive is no longer there to do that longer form of content. But I think it's kind of soothing to make tutorials, to be honest. But remember, this one is 2 hours and 49 minutes, and I just went fucking straight. Like, I just zoomed it all. I cannot tell you how tired I was after making this video. But I went over everything. I went over like the screener settings. Like, you know, people don't realize that TradingView has a massive screener. So what I think I'm gonna do is do a I'm gonna break it up into like maybe 10 to 15 smaller videos. And then no, that's not the way I'm gonna do it. What I'll do is this, guys. Let me know what you think. So I won't do one long tutorial at once for me. What I'll do is I'll have the whole tutorial outline made for me, and then I will do a tutorial here, tutorial for this part, you know, this for setting up your watch list, this for doing the Pine editor, this for the strategy tester, reply trading, whatever, trading panel, whatever. All of that in pieces, and then at the very end, I'll put all of it together to make one long tutorial, you know, and maybe that'll work out. I might have to edit it up a little bit here, but I think should work out pretty well. Is anything booming up more than normal right now? In fact, let me go over here to... Oh, hold on. I hear somebody's voice in my head. I hate when... The way this works is you're supposed to be able to say instrumental and there's nobody talking. It still pokes them in here every now and again. There we go. What I was going to do is I want to see if anything's popping up for the last hour. No, not much. Floki's a little bit. Fartcoin. One of you guys convinced me to buy Buttcoin, and I checked it out yesterday. My position's down like 40%, so I'm hoping Buttcoin is making a return. Not Butthole Coin. I think it's just Buttcoin. The next Bitcoin. What's the... This must be it. It's at 43%. Maybe I'm not down as much as I thought I was, but I'm still down. Yeah, I'm still down a little bit, I think. XRP is doing nothing. XRP will always be something that's a little bit different from the rest of the market. I think we were just talking about it a few minutes ago. It's at 5% right now. But compared to everything else, it didn't really have that big crash that we were expecting. Right? XRP managed to hold. Everything else crashed, so they're kind of getting back up to those prior highs or those prior levels. XRP, I mean, it came down, don't get me wrong, from high to low, it came down around 50%. But I mean, you go, this is back in this is January. Let's go to ADA, all right? From high to low, this thing went down 62%. That's even more. AMP went down 79%. So, you know, XRP doesn't have as much to climb, and in fact, XRP is very close to all-time highs. This is the monthly chart, right? Look at Ape's monthly chart, AMP's monthly chart, ADA's monthly chart, Lady, Floki, Pepe, right? Maybe a little bit more like Pepe, perhaps, but yeah. But to me, XRP is much more of a longer-term hold token, which I think is great. But why does it keep doing that? What is the... Is this a price action concepts thing? No, it's not a price action concepts thing. What is causing that? This needs to go back to 200. There we go. That's the issue. That was my fault. Honestly disappointed in this cigar how it's not staying lit too well. Maybe that's my bad. I'm not entirely sure. No, it's not my bad. It's not my bad. I know what I'm doing here, but still. Yeah. And hey, DJ Gizmo, happy to see you, man. What cigar am I smoking? I'm smoking a God of Fire Series B, I believe. Yeah, here. GodofFire.com. Am I 21 years old? Oh, it's one of these. Nice and dark. Yeah, I got this one, the double Robusto Tubo. There you go. There's a few different styles of them. Corona Cigar Company. Here you go, double Robusto. Goes for about 25 bucks a stick. Mine was like 27, 28 because I bought it in store, right? Not on a bulk website, but they're pretty good. I mean, I enjoy the flavor of them quite a bit. It's just that this particular stick, it's just dying off a little too fast. Normally, you talk, you conversate. I mean, you know, normally with a good, like last night, I left my stick in the ashtray at the lounge, and I went to go talk for 10 minutes with some friends that I saw on the other side of the bar, and I was like, hey man, I haven't seen you for a minute. How you doing, man? Catching up, yeah. Went back to my seat, picked up a cigar, and there was still a little bit of light in it, so I was able to relight it without using the match and the lighters, right? This one, it's great smoke, luscious smoke. It tastes wonderful. Just maybe I'm talking more than I'm thinking, and that could be the case here. Did I see the RGC stock? No, I did not. Let me go over here to FinViz very fast first so I can actually learn what that is. There we go. We can pull this up. I want to have a full screen when using this type of stuff. You said RGC. Oh, bioscience. Yeah, I'm not a bioscience guy. I've lost more money than I've won in bioscience. This thing is absolutely insane, though. I'm guessing it had some shorts. No. Short flow was only 2.1%. Market cap is 2 billion now. Oh, it must have been in the millions before. Okay, yeah. Damn, this is a move right here. Started back over here in April, end of March. Whoa, yeah, they must have really got something good going for them. What's the news? Let's see. Oh, herbal formula target. Speaking of ADHD and ASD in Malaysia, however, this is from an unreliable source. It's more likely the surge is due to technical reasons. There's no technical reasons for a surge like that. There's never technical reasons. Huh. Interesting. Okay, yeah. That thing's booming up like a motherfucker right now. Is it too late to get in Ethereum? Okay, so Ethereum right now is at a massive level of resistance. This is the 1 hour chart. It's been absolutely booming. I usually don't FOMO into periods like this. When we were talking about buying Ethereum, it was back when a few things were happening. We saw Bitcoin start to show some strength. We saw Bitcoin have a little bit more bullish signals. Basically, the golden cross back over here, the breakout. Like if you wanted to buy Ethereum for like a swing trade, which again makes it a little more difficult in this type of market environment, you would have been buying it back over here on April 21st, which would be, I'm guessing right here. Oh, actually the day before. You'd been buying it right here. Right now, I mean, there's always a chance it can keep on ripping and going higher. I suspect over the next few weeks it's going to try to push up here towards the 200 daily moving average. But there's so many levels of resistance right here when it comes to these moving averages. You see how when we get close, we start having this freaking wild, massive swings. I'm looking for that. That might be the next time I really hop into Ethereum. Now, if you pull up the monthly chart and you look at Ethereum, this is only a small little bump in the scheme of things. So if you're looking to hold for a few months down the road, oh yeah, this is still a great time. But if you're looking for like, oh, I want to make money like, you know, another 15-20% in the next like 2 days or something like that, it may be a little bit more difficult. But with the way I look at it right now, I mean, we're still fine, you know. Let me get rid of that resistance level, but trend line. Remember, we broke down back over here a while ago. That was a good little short for most of you guys. Hit the support and bounced off of it. But let's see. The MACD for Ethereum on the monthly is still pretty bearish. The weekly it's getting bullish here, so we're fine. But good. So If you're willing to wait a little bit of time, and despite some bumps and stuff like that, I think you can still buy. If you're looking for, another 20% this week or something like that might be a little bit far stretched. But long term, yeah, this is still a great opportunity here. Longer term, it's not like we're waiting years for this move. At this pace, we're probably going to have a horrible 2026, but we won't care because we'll be able to buy. Although, the lesson that we learned from last time is if you guys have, by the time the market really goes into death spiral mode where nothing really is happening and we're in crypto winter, everything's really nasty and bad and stuff like that. Remember, it's okay to sell every single altcoin you own and buy it back at a lower price. It's okay to do that. That's what I'm doing this cycle. I'm not going to be holding on for like at the end of this cycle, I will probably not hold any Dogecoin because I know Dogecoin can fall so fast. This is a monthly chart. Well, I don't want to be part of that. I'd rather say, okay, Dogecoin's going to crazy stuff. I'm selling at 50 cents back over here. Okay, I'm selling everything there. And then if it drops back down a lot, like when, oh my God, at the end, it's the end of the world for Dogecoin. It's over. It's over. There's no coming back for us now. Then I buy back in, and then I am willing to wait literally years for those good profits because again, at this point, that was 800. This is about 2.5 years for 500% profit. People would be normally very happy about that, but because they didn't buy exactly right here and watch it go up for 3 straight months, they get ticked off. Take those profits when they roll in, and they're great. Speaking of monthly charts, look at that. And this is more of just my, not a conspiracy theory, but that pattern I was talking about. Isn't it always weird how when we look like we're about to have a death cross, Bitcoin starts to break out and go absolutely insane? We're in the process of that again right now, it looks like. I still think if you guys want to buy altcoins and stuff like that, I'm not like go gung-ho, but I'm still keep those dollar cost averaging up, and I think you guys should be fine. There's tons of stuff to day trade right now. Swing trading, I think it is profitable, but again, the way we've looked at these trades so far, we had the breakout, we had the MACD and everything focused towards us, but we didn't have the weekly MACDs on board with us as well. So this was only like a 2-day trade that you might have taken here. This one, I don't know, there's nothing really there to say buy it right there, but if you're going to go for it, ooh, let's just skip the next song, there we go. All right, might have been a little bit more that way. All right, still didn't break out though. You had a breakout, momentum was fine on the 4-hour chart, the 12-hour chart was fine at that time, the daily chart was fine at that time. You could have expected a little bit of a pop here, but the way I do it, of course, is I'm like, okay, fib low, fib high, fib low. I'd have been selling right here, or like a little bit of a scale out right there. Yeah, a little bit of scale out there, there's resistance. Scale out right here. So already right here, I'd probably be like 30-40% out of the trade right here. But let's say you're trading with like a 5x leverage. That's 3%. That's 15% right there. If you're putting some money in there, you can always go higher leverage, but that's more dangerous. And you can see we had some resistance right there. And what's next? That bigger Fibonacci level that we have to watch out for Bitcoin. But we're still breaking out and we're going towards it, which is pretty nice. But that's how I've been day trading. It's been similar and a little bit different. I wish there's been more of a scalping environment. You go over here, it's the 15-minute chart. Forget about the MACD for a second. You go over here and you go to the, not price action, smart money. Trying to find some of these moves. But you have to make sure that the 1-hour chart's good with you at the same time. Like 1-hour chart's actually been okay so far. Yeah, you can find some good scalps within this one. Maybe not this one, but MACD on that one. Choppy, but not actually bad. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks anywhere. Alright. Why are people singing? I hate this. There you go. There you go. Whatever Dancing in Rain is, that'll be the song we listen to. Pepe's up 26% right now. This is our chart. Floki's up 17%. It's these types of days where I'm very happy at dollar cost average, so I at least have something in the market. Because again, you just want to have something in that market, right? You just want to have something in there. And hey, CG, damn, my girl would have been freaking aneurysm if I let a stogie inside. I know, I'm single. All I got is a dog, and my dog loves me. He may not like cigars, but he does not like he doesn't like shy away from them. See, he comes right over. He says hello. Here, let me put my cigar down for a second. You guys can say hi to Lucky for a second. Lucky, would you like would you like some more liver? There you go. Let me give him a little piece of liver. Well, you got to come over here, yeah. Yeah, he was watching the Pope news. Oh, you licking your lips? Yeah. Would you like another piece of liver? There you go. Trying to be careful to break this liver in a way that doesn't end up crumbling everywhere. Oh, there's two. I know, right? It was surprising, wasn't it? And then here's a teeny little bit that you can eat off my fingers. And then here's the bigger piece. Alright, here you go. Sorry. Oh, man. Yep. You're good. You can go back outside if you want to. No? Hold on. I swallowed some spit the wrong way. Excuse me. See, he don't like it too much. He's like, eh. Normally to him, though, I light up a cigar when me and him are going to be outside for a while. I'll bring out one of my nice lounge chairs and I'll just let him play around for a little bit while I'm sitting. I'm still nursing my ankle, and nursing my ankle freaking sucks because every time it heals up a little bit, I start using some of those stabilizer muscles I haven't used yet. So like it's like a sharp pain that happens every now and again. Jeez, I mean, let's see. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, Crow's only at 5-6%. It's at a level of resistance. This could be a good breakout opportunity for some of you guys. Oh, it's already breaking out right now. Yeah. Crow would be something good to hop into. It's cheaper. I mean, just look at those mountains, though. You just... Actually, we talked about this a while ago. Nice level of support, bounce back up. Yeah. Talk about volatility, though. I think what I want to do is go back over here to Pepe, though, because that thing just looks absolutely insane right now. And then if you zoom out, we've actually had big runs like this before, and they've been working out. But when people start taking profits, holy moly, they start taking profits fast. And I guess because I have this screen open for you guys right now, I can do something like that. So you guys have more chart to see. The trick is to not smoke so much in your house so it doesn't smell like anything. I got a fan rolling right here that goes outside. It's just on silent mode because I don't want you guys to necessarily like hear it so much when I'm streaming. What do you recommend for some longer term swing trades? Wait for the Bitcoin dominance to hit that fib level and start the 2 to 5x leverage on altcoins, or wait for Bitcoin MACD then start DCAing? Well, I've already been talking about DCAing for a minute here. That's been fine. That's been profitable for most tokens, not all. You know, there's still a few tokens I'm still losing a bunch of money on. I like waiting for the MACD and the breakout to occur before going gung-ho with large amounts of money. I think that works out going into the summer when we have like altcoin season and stuff like that down the road. I think it'll be very nice. The only downside I see in this current market environment where I'm just more observant right now is just the fact that we have Trump in office right now, and these tariff things can always lead to some type of volatility. So that's my only fear. But right now, yeah, I'm dollar cost averaging already right now, right? I already have some things. But if I haven't bought anything yet, I would start dollar cost averaging, starting off. Now, it's hard to buy Pepe when it's like 26% up in a day, but I'd still start dollar cost averaging. And then from there, when I do more capital, you know, on something like a Bitcoin, yeah, typically I wait for the breakout with the bullish MACD. So when you have that, right, you may not be buying right here, you know, when everything's nasty, but buying right here, or, gosh darn it, hold on. Swiping all those. There we go. Buying right here isn't going to be terrible, especially if you missed out on this opportunity down here. It'll still most likely push up, and of course the next high is like 180,000 bucks. We'll see if we get there, but that next breakout should be very good and lucrative for us. I'm gonna have to try to find out though when the next resistance levels are, because so far this has been a great run. Let me go over here to the longer term chart. All right, it's been a fantastic run. We can go over here towards COVID and stuff like that. Which one is the one we've been using? Not okay, the non-emergency one. This has been working so far, so this is probably what we're gonna stick with. But the next resistance is going to be up here on $176,000. There's other fibs you can use, like this one over here, right? You can go up here and then like push it down a little bit just to maybe get some extra levels and stuff. But I don't think most of you guys need to do that right now. In fact, I might even just shift this over to maybe a fib level. There you go, turn it off. And no, this one's it hasn't been working too much with the monthly chart here. Let's go back then. If that's not working, let's not try to force it. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's keep this on. Let's go with where's that? Where am I looking for? Pitch. Not a pitch fan. Oh, there you go. Jesus. Actually, it was in my little thing right here the whole time. My gosh, yeah. Oh, you guys know I'm not a morning streamer, but yet here I am. Is this modded shift or is this just normal? Oh, this is inside. Interesting. Okay, so we've had this working from here. A little bit of resistance there. A little bit of resistance there. Not much there. Some there. Some there. This was actually more precise than the actual fib levels. We might face some resistance up here around 130,000 bucks. And to me, that's reasonable if we make a breakout around 106,000, $20,000 boom, you know, like for example, this little breakout right here launched us up a total of 54% for Bitcoin, which is wild when you think about it. Oh, really? No, but 72 to, yeah, 50% increase. That is wild. This breakout right here led us up to 30-40%. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, have a breakout right here, goes up at 25%. Oh, that may take us up to 106,000 bucks. That'd be interesting. Yeah, that could be interesting. Well, let me go through the different options here. I don't normally use inside. I normally use shift and modded shift. Climb, a little bit of resistance right there, some resistance right here, breakout, okay, 120. We're gonna have some issues around 130,000, it looks like, no matter what. But original, man, I really don't know who uses original. I think it's just more for those sideways charts that like never go up anywhere. I guess a little bit of modded shift. Let's try that one more time. One time. So inside and shift seem to be the best ones so far. Yeah, shift and inside if you guys do want to use some of those longer term patterns. All right, let's back over here. Let's go back over here for a second. Let's go back to the 15, then pop back open Pepe just so we can admire something magical happening right now. Oh, beautiful. What do you think about fetch? like technical analysis or the company itself? The company itself, I think, is fantastic. If you want technical analysis, let me know. But what do you call? It's a good long-term hold just because of the alliance they made. And if you do believe in AI for the long term, I think it's a good one. Again, if we go into a crypto winter next year or at the end of this year, something bad happens, I will sell all of my fetch and I'll buy it back at a lower price. But it will be one of those things where I end up going back to it because it's still a company that is making something, just like a world token, right? And hey, Royce, good morning, good morning, good morning. I put 10K into Whiff and Link for a quick day trade. Wish me luck. Oh, there you go, man. You're going all in right there. That should be appreciated. Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. Hey, Cryptomaniac, happy to see my man. I gotta do another video for them. I've been slacking on like doing it in a timely manner. I think I'm probably gonna do another stream for them maybe Saturday. I think that'd probably be good to kind of go over all the stuff that's happening. But, you know, happy to see you in here. Yeah, Corners is a good group. And hey, Alan, time I haven't seen you for a minute, man. And see, it's so weird because since YouTube demonetized my channel, none of you guys have your typical colors like Kilo and stuff. It's freaking weird. And hey, Consulting, howdy, partner. Smoking a stogie? Oh, definitely, definitely. I needed this after a good day with all these things happening right now, all this money flowing in. Oh, this is the type of stuff you yearn for. My small company may get paid $300 an hour part-time gig. Oh, nice, dude. That's always a good thing. I know when I do consulting, I like to charge out the wahoo because I'm in Seattle, I guess, and they anticipate you to ask for a lot of money. They anticipate it. Got stopped at a fetch thinking about getting back in. Oh, I see. Okay. Where the heck is fetch? There it is. All right. Fetch has been chilling for a minute. There was a great buying opportunity way back over here in early April during the tariff stuff because we didn't break down. In the long term, it's actually a great opportunity for a few different reasons, I think. Part of the reasons I was dollar cost averaging here is because it actually managed to hold a support level. Most tokens, like a Injective or something like that, they really came broken down for a while. Or XLM, right? Nice little breakup, but really just came down hard. Still, in tokens like this, I think generally speaking, they're working because they're making something. That's Ocean. You can see our Ocean didn't really hold up as well. It even broke down just before it came back up, which is wild. But again, this wasn't a longer term trend though. We didn't really have as much data. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I keep on losing it. Now, a few different things. Usually when price action gets close to moving averages, in this case these are weekly moving averages, you start to see a lot of volatility, like crazy moves you wouldn't normally see. All that volatility is happening right when they cross above and below these moving averages, right? Sometimes it happens all like that, but usually speaking it's there. I bet if I were to get rid of all these and do something like this, I bet there'd be maybe some daily moving averages there at the time. Yeah, right there, right above it. Not as much though. Alright, anyway. On this weekly chart, when you start to hit some of those moving averages, you start to see some really big volatility. Geez, why am I talking like this? You see a lot of volatility. And that volatility can be great for day trading and or swing trading. I think that this is a good opportunity for more of a swing trade here. You have a little bit of caveats coming your way just because you have like death crosses basically coming towards that 200 weekly moving average, so that's not necessarily the best sign. But in these type of circumstances, Bitcoin controls everything here. So I'm much more of the opinion, hey, I'd like to buy right now and I'd hold for maybe a month or two, and that'd be a nice little swing trade for you. If you want to hold longer than that, that kind of goes into a long-term strategy, which is still fine because I'm hoping by the end of this cycle we might even see Fetch AI back up here towards 389, or if we're really lucky, maybe up here towards like the $18 level. But you know, the market cap for this I think has already been pretty good. But let me verify that. I feel like I spelled. Okay, let me just go Fet. Yeah, it's $1.8 billion market cap. How much is this gone up in the last week? Is pie is actually up today. Oh my god. Surprise, surprise. I haven't sold any of my pie yet. Yeah, it's at 14% today, but the last 7 days it's only up 2%. Year to date, it's still down 40%. So I think you still have some good moves here, but I think realistically it'll probably hit all-time highs and maybe a little bit higher. I don't know about going in the parabolic territory with that type of market cap. But short term, you're going to see a nice little pop there, it looks like. As long as Bitcoin can keep pumping. If Bitcoin takes a break, all those moving averages just turn into resistance, which means, to me, you have to be prepared to wait if it dips down after you buy it, which is kind of an annoying thing to have to deal with. Which is why for most of us, not most of us, I shouldn't say that. One of my strategies is to do a lot more swing trading once Bitcoin shows, oh my god, we've hit that, we've broken out above the Fibonacci, everything is looking very good. Oh my god, like let's hop into the market here because the stochastic, RSI, MACD, change the character, all very good. We've broken above the Fibonacci level, and we have some good news coming out of Wall Street and the White House, and that's part of what we had today was some really good news coming out. Excuse me. There was, hold on, I can find it. This right here, the Trump unveils UK trade deal first since reciprocal tariff pause. We need more because this is actually going pretty slow, but I can understand it's all politics. It's all, there's only so much manpower, but it needs to speed up a little bit if we want to have some good moves. Yeah, healthcare AI consulting for the sketchy angel investment consulting company. I mean, hey, they're going to pay you. They're going to pay you. There you go. About 10%. Oh, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Why would YouTube demonetize channel? They wouldn't actually tell me. So at first, I thought it was the green screens. And I've tried to do this. So I've been green screening some of these Indian videos to get some more of an international audience. It's not really my day-to-day stuff, but I do it. So I thought, okay, this might be it. And then what I did was when I had my opportunity to not appeal, but to like re-sign up, I deleted all of my green screen videos I had on my channel. Right? So, there's some ones I made over the past few weeks where it's like, would I go in, never go to class, inside crypto. This one's from April, blue eyes versus brown eyes, Minecraft versus layer, stuff like this, right? General stuff, Trump and things like that. And I deleted all of it, right? All of it. And I reapplied, and they still said, so they denied it. They said it was reused content here. Content is not clearly an original creation of this channel. I may have repurposed from another source without adding significant or original commentary, enough modifications or educational entertainment value, right? So I was like trying to go through my channel, like what the heck could that be? Because again, all of my videos that I do, if you guys just, this is my video from the other day, it's me talking the entire time, technical analysis, news, technical analysis, yada yada. That's most of my day-to-day content, right? Sometimes I'm outside, sometimes I'm in Vegas like I was back in April. Sometimes I'm at the Columbia Tower up in Seattle because I got a membership up there, and you can see like the water. I'm high up, it's really nice. But it's not anything like that, right? So I appealed it, of course, and then it said the videos referenced in my appeal are not representative of my channel. So my appeal focused on a small number of videos on your channel instead of explaining your channel as a whole. And I was like, well, you said I had to reuse content, so I had to show how I made my videos in each individual video, right? And I even had to speed it up. You only get 5 minutes to appeal, so you only get like a 5-minute video. If you go 5 minutes and 1 second, it's auto declined. So they won't tell me what video they had the issue with. Originally, I thought it was okay, maybe it's just the Indian video or something like that, right? Or something similar. But what basically happened was, if I go over here to my channel, see, I'm not making any money, of course. You go over here to last 90 days, you can see how my views just crashed and burned with all that stuff going on. So I've earned a penny the last 90 days, right? So I'm not really making much money off of YouTube at this point in time. You go back to 2024, I didn't make a crazy amount. I made 12,000 bucks. Again, it's not a crazy amount, But heck, 12,000 bucks is a good amount of money extra on top of whatever else you're making, right? So again, I'm not some of the larger creators out there who make like a shit ton of money off of all their stuff. But and I started making a lot more views back in October. They didn't demonetize me until way over here in no, even the next year, right? The whole next year. Never mind, I wasn't even demonetized this time. So again, right? My income is pretty stable. Despite having more views doesn't mean I'm making more money. It's usually pretty darn stable, right? I might be making 42 bucks a day, 20 bucks a day, 19 bucks a day, right? Maybe some days I'm up 133. That's because you guys would donate on a big day or something like that, right? So I'm not like a big money guy on YouTube. Most of my money was coming from tutorials. So for instance, if I go over here to some of my biggest videos, like how to trade smart money concepts. This video, again, 816 days got me $2,500. In 2024, this video made $500 all through 2024. Okay, that's all it made. YouTube, for whatever reason, they won't tell me, and I don't know what to do. So instead of getting mad about it, which I still am very mad about it, I just kind of gave up on it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need to. Okay, I really would like the 12,000 bucks. That could be for something. I don't know. That's a vacation, right? You guys remember my mom passed away back in 2023. I used some of my YouTube money to help pay for the trip I took her to before she passed away to Vegas, where we went. Like I took her to all 5-star dinners for the trip, first class flown out. We got picked up in a limousine. We had a whole spa day for her. And since she was in a scooter because she couldn't walk too well, I chose to go to the Aria Hotel because they're so formal and professional there. They knew how to work with older people who like had to only be in scooters for a minute, so they helped her get out of the scooter, get into the chair. I didn't get her a massage because she'd be sore from that type of stuff because she get bruised easily. And I'm like, hey, just get yourself a very nice facial and come out and then go to the spa and like you can chill with me at the pool. They have like a private pool at the Aria for spa members, that type of stuff, right? I do use the money for stuff. I was planning to use the money this year for just pure editing, because a video like this quality here, if I can find one, like with BitBoy, the BitBoy fraud stuff. Let me turn off that thing. This video cost me like, again, it's like a 2-minute video. This video cost me like a couple $100 just for like the 3-4 minutes of editing, right? But I mean, this is the quality that I really want. But in order for YouTube to make it go viral, it needs to be a 10 to 15 minute long video, because YouTube wants you on YouTube for a long period of time, right? So I've hit the same amount of views doing my own editing and going through data and stuff. So while I build up some YouTube cash reserves, basically, I'm going to, how would I say, I'm going to put out basic content for a minute, and then I'm not going to make content this good, but I'm going to be making content where people have, I've seen a pattern of people watching my content. I just have to make these videos like 10 minutes longer, like 10 minutes plus, 15 minutes plus, which means I'm probably gonna have to work a week on the video. Not like every hour of every day for, you know, a week, but like, you know, a few things like that. You know, but that editing is something that I really want. And I'm still friends with the guy that did it. I just can't, like, as far as a YouTube business, I can't justify spending the money right now, because again, the way I'd make money off of such a video, right, is there we go. I'd make money off of this video. And again, those 5,000 views, they only got me $25. So it was a loss on me for making that video. So I need to make it longer, which means that I need to make videos like this. I think I just saw it here a second ago. I just saw it. Michael Saylor, there we go. Michael Saylor fights back against shorts bets on MicroStrategy. I had this one This is where I do the CNBC content, and then and I cut it. And YouTube said this is okay because I'm adding exposition to what's going on here. I'm talking, going over the news and stuff like that. Actually, how is MicroStrategy doing right now? MSTR. Damn. It's pushing back up here bit by bit. That's good news. I mean, just like Bitcoin, I suppose. Pepe is running into resistance right now, so this is why we're seeing it dip down a little bit here. But yeah, so long story short, I really have no idea why I was demonetized. I deleted so many videos off my channel to make sure it was gonna follow the rules. But yeah, they still chose. They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't tell me what was wrong exactly. So you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It has hurt how it pushes out my content as well, I would say. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep on pushing, and eventually I'll break through. You know, it's not like I'm struggling for money, right? Waiting for the swing trade. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great when it happens. And hey, Mo, happy to see you as well. I know midday streaming, it's very weird. There's 40 of us here. Everyone, please like the video. If you guys can't like the video, I'd appreciate it a lot. So many bots commenting on the videos. Could that be an issue? I asked and no. So I was actually just in Vegas last month, as you guys know, for the NAB show. And this was it right here. It was a great show. But who they had at this, I always hope I can find myself here. But like photo gallery, all these people and stuff like that. It was a good time. I was happy to talk with the guys at Opus Clip and stuff like that. But I met somebody there, and that somebody was, if I go to my dashboard, they're going to have like a creator insider thing. This guy, he's the main creator liaison for all of YouTube. I met with him and I asked him, you know, talking about some of like the content issues and stuff like that. And I wasn't talking about content. I was talking about the bots and if that could have made my channel demonetized. He says, no, that's highly unlikely. Because again, if you go to my comments, it's all just bots and there's so many. And basically what I do is like, I go over here and I just like mass report them. And these are the ones that got through. You go over to the ones that say held, right? It just goes on and on and on and on, you know? This is somebody being bad, I guess, or mad about something when it comes to the garnishing wages thing. So sometimes it's just mad people there. This guy probably has a record of saying really nasty stuff, so YouTube just automatically blocks what he says. But most of it's like, you know, just bots and bots and bots and bots and bots and bots and bots. But you see how, like, the last few days, it's 16 hours ago, a day ago, it held this type of stuff. Not many. You go over to what got through, and this is what strict moderation, you know, on comments. 9 hours ago, 1 hour ago. This is just from yesterday's stream. This is all just from yesterday's stream right here. This is from one short that maybe only got like 50 views. Look at all that. 99.9% is bots. But what I'll typically do is go Veronum. I'll type that in right here. And then you go over here to moderation. You go over here and you add it to blocked words and stuff like that, and you keep on going over and over again, and it updates into the larger list that you have. There you go. Yeah, so it's a pain in the ass, trust me. I was so stressed out when it happened because I usually use that money from YouTube as like saving up for something good. Like I bought, I have a Blackmagic 6K something, which is a really good camera for you, so you guys can see me in detail. I use that with money I made from YouTube. This desk I got from YouTube, all these monitors from YouTube, the computer YouTube, all that type of stuff, right? But that money not coming in, it's, you know, it does take a dent into what I'm allowed to do. And again, I'm not like I'm hurting for money and stuff like that, but from a business model, it's really stupid and it's really annoying. Because again, they won't, like, They won't tell you exactly what happened. Like, hey, this video broke our policies because of that. You're no longer eligible for monetization. You can appeal if you want to, but we need this, this, and this. There is no that. And because I couldn't do it, I can't reapply until July 10th. It's a very annoying thing. It's a very, very annoying thing. Yeah, some of these moves right now are beautiful. Book of memes still going higher. Bitcoin's teetering off right here on the 15 and the 5-minute chart, so be careful. We're seeing a little bit of resistance. Is there a moving average here? No. No, what's here? Just resistance. Yeah. We're still in the process of going higher though, which is nice. Welcome to the internet. My Coinbase account recently got flagged. I've been appealing it for months with no success, and they won't tell me what I did wrong. It's exactly that type of stuff. So, okay, I'm going to give you a word of advice, and this is not financial advice. But, Jason, I don't know where you live, but you have a local representative that represents you if you're here in America, right? Call their office and explain the situation and see if they can make a call on your behalf to Coinbase, because Coinbase and a lot of these institutions in crypto, they hate when you call the government on them. And it's very helpful to just have somebody on your side who you don't even have to vote for them. A good representative will be good for you anyway. And just explain that you need help and you're just so stuck you don't know what to do. You're really struggling, and in this economy, you milk it, right? But just explain the situation with a little bit of like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. It goes a long way. Back in the day, I was helping my mom get her driver's license after she had a stroke. She had to go back in and verify that she could see and all that type of stuff. And she passed all the tests, and then, they're supposed to mail you your ID. Well, we waited for a month and we never got it. So we called and we were like, hey, my mom, I called on her behalf because she couldn't speak too well. I was like, hey, my mom's not getting her ID. Can you resend it? So we feel like something's the matter. They resend it. It still doesn't show up. They resend it. It still doesn't show up. We do this like 4 or 5 fucking times. It still doesn't show up. And we're like, okay, well, how about we send it over to the DMV, because you guys know where that is, and I just pick it up on her behalf there, and that should be fine. And like, sure, we can do that, but your mom's gonna have to be there in person to pick it up. And I'm like, fine, I'll pick her up and I'll drive her over there and I'll get her out, get the walk in. We'll walk up to the front and try to get it. It doesn't even show up at the DMV. 2 times, okay? 2 times. So because I'm really ticked off and I'm very defensive at my mother at the time, I'm like, fuck's sake. I start cussing at the people at the DMV. I'm like, what the fuck is going on over the phone? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it another way. I called my local representative. I explained the situation, how they're being so unhelpful, so stupid, so inept, so dumbassery, whatever you want to call it. You know what they did? They did something. My local congressperson did something. She did something. I don't know what it was. She did something where all of a sudden, a week later, it was at the DMV. They said, hey, it's going to be at the DMV on this day. I brought my mom, got her the walker. We walked up to the front, and there was a big old line. And then before they started letting people inside to get the tickets and stuff, somebody yelled, is there a Verita Whitman out here? Is there a Verita out here? And I was like, yep, right here. This is my mother. And they walked over to us. They gave us the envelope with the ID inside of it that was meant to be mailed. And then we just left. Your local congressperson, I don't care if they're Republican, Democrat, Independent, Socialist, Fascist, whatever, they will help you out. They will do you a solid. If they do not, they are not worth your vote. And you could, of course, call another representative close by to your district. Do that also. But I tell you what, they are very, very helpful with this type of stuff. I believe that is a much better use of their time than trying to do massive laws and stuff like that, right? So, from personal experience, at least in the state of Washington, where I live, it's been a very helpful way to get things done where I am just an individual person that has no power. Your local congressmen and women will have a lot more power. And if you feel like you need a big gun, also call your senator, right? Every state usually has a few senators as well. So, just a heads up. When you're very motivated for somebody, for me, my mother, for you, just money, which is another thing to be motivated about, if I'm being honest. You should go and get your local politician to help you out. Yeah. So the government is supposedly buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, but keeping the prices low. How does that work? So the government is supposedly buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, but keeping the prices low. How does that work? 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 How does Usually it doesn't. If they're gonna buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP and stuff like that, what they're usually gonna have to do is they're gonna have to buy it not on the open market. They're gonna have to buy it from private wallets. Or they're gonna have to buy it at a clip that's like over like a period of like 2 to 3 years if they're gonna be buying a lot of it. They can't do it like that. Most of the time, I would assume they're gonna have to go through a private mining company, and there are a few out here. Basically, imagine you're getting a government contract, and the contract is just the government buying you Bitcoin, or maybe they'll go to a miner and says, "Hey, we're gonna pay you so and so much money to mine us 1,000 Bitcoin or something like that." I don't think that's probably the way they're gonna go about it, but they're gonna have to go through private. They're not going to be going to like BitGet or Binance and be like, okay, market buy $5 billion worth of Bitcoin, go. That would be hilarious. But sometimes people are that stupid, so maybe. But I don't think that's the way they're going to go with it. It's usually going to be a slow process that takes a matter of months to years to accumulate the Bitcoin they want to. Or if they see it reach a price that the government deems acceptable, they will buy it. I think they're just going to buy it at whatever price they want to. They're not going to really think about the dips and stuff like that because they're so pro Bitcoin over there. Like, oh, you know what? This will pump the price. Let's go buy it now. Who cares? It's like how sometimes MicroStrategy buys Bitcoin at like crazy high levels. They don't really need to, but it gets people excited and stuff, and they know they're playing the long game here, right? So, what's the next resistance for Bitcoin? Oh, it's locked. There you go. Right up here around $104,000. Let me go over here to the daily chart. We broke above it a little bit ago, but what killed us was we were actually breaking out to go even higher, like really high back in December. But unfortunately, this is where Jerome Powell came out and said no more rate cuts happening, and we were just never able to really survive all of that. And you could see when we had that double, like again, big pop, big pop, big pop. People really wanted to see this breakout, really wanted to go higher. The capital was there, but unfortunately, without those quantitative easing and that type of stuff, the market wasn't able to hold up. And then, of course, we had back over here we had Liberation Day, and this is where not Bitcoin didn't get wiped out too bad, but altcoins really got screwed over right there. You go over to like Ethereum, April 2nd, yeah. This drop that we saw from the high to the low was like 30% in a week for Ethereum. It had already been going down, don't get me wrong, but still. There you go. There you go. Bitcoin is cooling off a little bit, so just be a heads up, guys. Always Wilder. Yeah, I mean, I'd be very surprised if they went to the open market. Remember, there was somebody who bought a bunch of a token. I think it was, they had a bunch of a token. OM, I think it was what it's called. OM. It was on a particular platform, though. Here, hold on. Yeah, Mantralink's OM token crashed to risky crypto exchange policies. Do they have the chart? There you go. Yeah. Before OM crashed, 17 wallets deposited $43.6 million OM, $227 million to exchanges, right? So they just all dumped it. Right? Somebody had a bunch of OM and they sold it all on multiple exchanges, so they didn't really like try to crash the market. But because there wasn't that much on the exchange, everything's went boom, boom, boom. Oh, excuse me, Bybit. There you go, Bybit. So OM. Where is Bybit? Damn, Bybit doesn't show up at the top anymore. Now we're in a whole different token stuff. Oh, there it is. No, I'm sorry. I'm just blind. Is this back over here? No, I think it might have corrected itself. Oh, see, this is a 15-minute chart. There we go. Sorry, wrong time frames. Rookie mistake. Oh shit. Then yeah, you can kind of see what happened there. If you go over to OM on Binance, oh, it's still there. Never mind. I was just on the wrong time frame the entire time. Shit, my bad, guys. Yeah, talk about not being able to recover. Again, before this happened, this was April. This was Liberation Day time. It wasn't actually having that bad of a time. I don't know if this can be fixed. I think it can. But this is the weekly chart. Oh shit. Can't burn off my what do you call now. Sorry guys. The liquidations must have been insane, but I just don't know how you can come back from something like that. Let me go over here to CoinMarketCap very fast. Yeah, right now the market cap is only 354 million. The market cap was 8 billion. So what are they doing right now though? Bringing the world's financial ecosystem on chain. Updates, next steps, April 30th. Okay, here we go. For the past 2 weeks, our team has worked to develop and execute concrete solutions that will rebuild trust within the Mantra community. Today, I shared our progress and upcoming actions on stage at Token 2049 in Dubai, and I want to share them here for everyone. Governance improvements, enhanced transparency, OM token burn, right? Technical resilience, industry-wide call to action. Yeah. They're hiring at least. They have 616,000 followers. They're still getting likes 7 hours ago, still getting likes, still doing stuff. But I mean, imagine like the guy said he had how many tokens? Didn't you just say burn somewhere in here? Yeah, 150 million burn of my staked OM tokens. So 150 million. It was at what price? 150 million at $7. Let's just go to the middle. $3, $4. Guy was making some bank, and his net worth dropped by a shit ton within 1 day. So, no bueno. There's something for traders here. I don't really know much about some investments. I mean, yeah, if you want to think about this for long term, I'd buy it and then just stake it. Token vault. Okay, I don't like how I can't see shit coming here. Like, there it is. There it is. Okay. No, let me see the whole fuck. I don't like this website at all. I don't like it. Like, this is the bottom of the website. I should be able to see the whole thing, right? And I can't. I can't. Fuck this website. This type of stuff kills me. Okay, let's go all the way to the bottom. And we're going to go over to careers. Blockchain. Hong Kong, Dubai. Okay, they're not hiring out here in the US of A. But just basic stuff. Content writer, marketing. How much they pay you? Experience 5+ years. Covering evergreen topics. Interesting. Man, this is a job that uses AI. Like, dude, this would be like a 10-hour-a-week job that would normally be like a 40, 50-hour-week job. And you would just be using AI to post everything. They don't tell you how much you're going to make, though. Oh, LinkedIn. There we go. Give it a second. Sign me in. Sign me in, Scotty. Oh my god. Start a puzzle. Stop doing that. Stop. There you go. Pick the image as the correct way up. There we go. Okay, never mind. This is not worth it at all. But yeah, so interesting right there. You know what? Maybe I'll buy some OM. It's so cheap. It still has to be on a bunch of exchanges. Crypto, yeah, crypto.com. Okay, LBank, yeah. Okay, I got a few. Futures, I don't know. Futures, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about all that. There you go. Oh, hey, CT, happy to see you, my man. Love seeing the markets go up. What do you call? Hope poker's been going well. I haven't been gambling much, but I'll be in Vegas in a few weeks. I just got my hotel room. I was gonna stay at the Strat this time, but I kind of got lazier this time. So here. There we go. So I got, instead of staying at the Strat, which I enjoy because it's actually a pretty nice hotel. I know people don't like the area, and fine, but the hotel is solid if you get a nice room in it. And there's a cool little spot around the corner from here. Has to be one of these places around here. Tap in Ash. Great name for a place. Oh, I was a little bit off. Yeah, I was off. Yeah, it's a Tap in Ash. It's a cigar lounge. This is during the daytime. I haven't been there when it's well lit like this. But basically, they have R&B playing, a bunch of seats and stuff like that. They're really solid. Everybody's having a good time. It's more of a black place, but you will see lots of white people there, which is great because I don't want it to be only black people. What the fuck is that thing? That's crazy. But it's a very nice, comfortable spot. If you guys ever go to Vegas, I highly recommend this place. It's just absolutely fantastic. They got a nice humidor. They're not overpriced cigars as well. But you just get to go there and chill, listen to some good music, and they got tons of alcohol and good food. Small little place. It's chill. I cannot highly recommend it. But this time for Vegas, because the event is happening at the Venetian and the Expo Hall, I just booked my room for Treasure Island. I've never been at Treasure Island before, but I think it'll be fine. And basically, I'm just gonna get up and then walk across the street to the Venetian over here. Yeah, walk across the street, get up the escalator, cross the street here, go inside, head over, and I should be good. Tao nightclub should be fun too. I think they have an event there, don't they? I don't know if they have the program agenda. Oh, I was about to say, please let it pop up. Opening remarks, financial, yes. This is all Tuesday. Oh, so I mean, this stuff is all on Tuesday. There's a lot of stuff going on. So they don't have the parties on it yet. What is going on with this website? Oh, okay, there we go. Agenda, code, and country. Industry Day, hackathon, art, yeah. Bitcoin Bazaar, no. Free eToro pass, what's that? This is such a great deal. Get a free ticket to Bitcoin 2025 with eToro. Why spend when you can just invest instead? Deposit $200 on eToro and jumpstart your investing. Get a general admission ticket to Bitcoin 2025. That means you can go from the Wednesday to Thursday, not the first day, to the Tuesday. That's industry day. But this is the type of stuff where they need to like promote that shit. I know they're not going to be making as much money, but what do you call that's a great idea right there. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, I'll see you in Vegas in a little bit, CT. I also want to hit up Vegas Nick. I want all three of us to get together and smoke a cigar or something like that. Or if you guys want to smoke a cigar, I'll smoke a cigar and we just chill out. Maybe I dab it off of Geneva or something like that. Charmander USA, there you go, yeah. Yeah, it should be a really great location. I'm excited to check it out. Let me see what's going on here. Pop back up to Bitcoin. Are we in a cooling off period, or is Pepe still going higher? No, Pepe's still fine actually right now. This is where day traders are going crazy right now. Can we get an anchored VWAP on this? Where's my anchored VWAP? Right here? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's on my freaking thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, did buy. Well, let me double check this. Did it work or not? Let's see. Yeah, I had an order block. It built support right there. That's fine. Did it hit the next stop loss? Came close. There you go. I'm gonna see to a 1 minute chart very fast. I just want to see if this thing goes even higher or not. There we go. Want to meet Nick also? Yeah. I mean, Vegas, there's a lot of fun people in Vegas. I'm gonna hit up my friend Sean. I gotta ask him about some podcast stuff. I'm gonna start a podcast here pretty soon. It'll be like, I don't know what the podcast is gonna be about yet, but it's gonna be like an hour of me talking about a subject. I don't know how to communicate properly with other people to ask them questions just yet, so it'll be kind of rocky. But I do think soon enough I will be able to kind of master it. So the guy that's gonna help me out when I start asking for help, he offered a few times. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm not gonna make any money off these podcasts with YouTube, so I gotta find sponsors and stuff like that. Sponsors require more views. Yeah, Sean Kelly. This guy, great guy, really nice guy. He has over 1 million subscribers. Really chill guy. He's a big podcast guy, but the guy makes shorts like crazy. Like daily, he's just pumping out shorts, tons and tons and tons of freaking shorts. They may only get a few thousand views here, 800, 3,000, whatever. But man, he's making bank. Like, look at the people he's had on the show. I can zoom in a little bit. All right, a lot of people on his show. A lot of people. And also, he's just a really chill guy. Really chill guy. So I'm probably gonna see him in Vegas again as well, because he's located in Vegas. He usually travels a lot, but he's located there. He invited me. He got an area for the F1 event, and he told me to come down for his party. So I'm gonna be down there in October as well for the F1 races, which is, I would not go there if not for him inviting me to go to a very nice party. Right? Because the clusterfuck of Vegas is something to behold. Can I try to use anchored VWAP properly? I'll make a tutorial on it sometime this week if I have time. I've learned my anchor VWAP from this guy. I'll just type in Twitter. Maybe it'll pop up a little easier. His name is Nick. He's well, here. Nick. What's his name? His name is Nick, but it's not. It should be showing up here. I wish, because this guy is like an expert on it and like much better than I am. I'm still in the process of trying to master it. We just type in Nick. The rest of the world, you can't win the papacy. It's not a competition. Americans. Gosh. Hold on. What's the dude's name? Hold on a second here. Let me open up my messages. I was just talking to him. the other day. Oh, okay. I'll find him here. So it's CryptoFace's brother, followed by BitBoy. Let me find the next name here. Benjamin. Let's see. Is his account no longer active? Maybe he changed his name. Mr. Crypto now. Action. No. I'll see a lot of these people pretty soon. Kylie in Dubai, yeah. Following. Okay, yeah, following. Amy. Lark, no. I might just have his number in my phone. I mean, I'm sure I do. Just how many nicks do I have in my phone? That's going to be the question here. Ah, here we go. Nope. I have his number, but I don't have his account. He might have rebranded his channel. Yeah, I don't follow his. Okay, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, I'll try to make a tutorial for it. It's a little bit more complicated. He gave me a book to read about it, or he told me to buy a book to learn more about it, and it's called Anchored VWAP. Brian. There you go. This book. Right here. Anchored VWAP, the perfect combination of price, time, and volume. By Brian Shannon. I'm reading this right now. And oh, it doesn't. There you go. Stuff like this. Longer term uptrend, and then there's some general stuff in here, but trading, surge, day surge, yes. You know what? There was a table of contents that I just up in VWAP first time. Okay, chapter 5. There we go. All right. Anchored to the high. This anchor gets set once we realize a significant high. In this case, it's the point where the stock breaks below the daily VWAP, green arrow, that we set our anchor. Notice how the sellers showed up exactly the VWAP from that high 2 times in the afternoon. Right. This is meant for stocks, but you can apply it to cryptocurrency and stuff like that. At the VWAP calculation, each share receives equal weight. It does not. Okay, I'm not gonna do all this stuff to you. But I'll try to make a tutorial for you. That's why you saw when I did the anchor VWAP here, I put it towards the high. And you can see how the short sellers came in right there. Now it broke out, right? This is still a very bullish trend, but if you're looking to scalp, could be an opportunity, right? And you can see this is a significant high, if you will. You can always go into the settings and things like that. Percentage or standard calculation. I'd never really done percentage, to be honest, so all I know is the standard. You could add 2 bands, 3 bands if you want to. See how that worked out right there. That worked out there. I stick to 1, but 2 works out as well. But yeah, it basically shows you like a nice little resistance and support zone. So if you wanted to buy around those zones, it's a nice time. This is a 1-minute chart, right? If you pull this up to Bitcoin on a Zimi Pepe, right here, right, it can have some really good effects and really bad effects. So again, I don't really use it too much on the larger time frames. To me, this is a day trading strategy. You go over to the 12-hour, right? It worked a little bit, but not really, you know? So I think for you scalpers, I think it's a nice little tool. And you are a scalper, so I think it actually worked well for you. Not the only tool you use, but a tool. Like if we talked about, remember how we talked about momentum flying in the right direction? If you want to go against that momentum short term, that's when you would use it. Or if you're looking for a support buying zone that's not just a flat level of support or a Fibonacci level, you can also use that as well. Often though, if I can pull this back to the 1 minute chart here, you'll see some similarities. So if I were to pull this back here, there's the VWAP, you know, and then you pull out a like a fib level or something like that, right? The 5 minute chart's a little bit better. No, it's okay. It didn't hold up as well as I thought. Maybe I should go back over here and change this to, oh, this is off. No, it's still not working as better. The VWAP was actually better than the Fibonacci level here. This is a 5 minute chart though, so again, with a volatile asset. But yeah, so you can kind of see how that works a little bit here. Typically for me though, I like to use on the 1 minute charts. You can adjust stuff, but I've never done it. I'm like on a base model type of stuff. So I'm not an expert. I've basically just been learning from Nick a little bit here and there, but I just don't know. Does he? Cryptoface may promote his brother on his channel. I'm not entirely sure. Videos? No, he doesn't promote his brother. Never mind. No, okay, never mind. I'll probably see him there as well. Yeah, I think he'll be in Vegas as far as I know. But yeah, that's a simple way to use it. Trying to find something that maybe is not going as crazy, because you have to find something that looks like a significant top. I mean, here's Ethereum. I guess this looked like a significant top at the time. So you'd probably know a significant top like around here. Okay, so see how going straight to the bottom right there. Over here you can buy that zone. See how it wicked right down here? You can buy at that zone. Resistance levels didn't really do much at all though. Again, this is the volatility here. So again, I'm still learning a little bit. I don't really change much of the settings. 2 bands, 3 bands. See how it worked right here. Third band right there. Third band right here. Second band right there. Or first band right there. You know, you could add the bands if you want to. You can see right now we're still having trouble getting above it, even though we broke it right there. If it overextends, you might have an opportunity to short, that type of stuff. I don't like using just this though. For me, I'm still like, oh yeah, we're at a level of resistance right now. I'm not going to buy right here. I'm going to short. So I'm looking for those short opportunities. This is a 5 minute chart. So if you did that trade up here with the second band, that's like holding for like 15 minutes in, out, and you're fine. You may even just say, hey, it's gone back from here to here. You may even sell right there because there's a small level of resistance. Kind of a fair value gap going on right here as well, where it comes back down 50%. But that's like, it's like using a bunch of brain, like stuff you already know, without drawing it down, if you will. Nicky Cypher, very interesting. Check that one out. Yeah, Nick Cypher. Yeah. I don't. Confirmation for the reallocation. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping it works out though. Oh shit, my cigar went out. See, got really talking. You know, I wonder if I should do longer daily streams with you guys in the morning, like just no specific time when I wake up around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, something like that. And then I just do a late night stream with you guys as well, maybe around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I kind of like the way those are set up. Right now we've been streaming for 2 hours almost, all right? But yeah, I wish I knew his name, like his actual like Twitter name? Nick Cypher. There's Evan Aldo. Evan Aldo also owns a YouTube channel here, so. This is Evan's channel. I met him once last year in Nashville. All right, so he has some videos and stuff as well. But yeah, this is, oh, see, he did change, so it's not me. He changed his name and everything. He changed his name. Okay, I thought I was going crazy because like I know his channel name. Yeah. His link tree is Nick Cypher, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Phew. I was worried for a second. I was going insane. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I flipped from skeptical to optimism on new Bitcoin all-time highs. The 1 million market cipher waves are pinching up now. So he's CryptoFace's brother, so he gets access to market cipher for free. The sell in May has been happening for 24 hours now, ever since we lost the May VWAP, right? Things like that. If you want to go long term, I think he showed me this once. I think this is Bitcoin. If you go over here to the monthly chart, you go to the longer term chart. Let's get rid of the drawing for now. You can see how this was like a high, if you will. Go right here, magnet, hooked it up. 3 lines. This was the. God, maybe I just like my lines thicker and I gotta do that. Oh, you can also choose the source if you want to. I think the source low is worked out, but that's just from what I've read. You have to go through here and change everything to be thicker, always. Then you have to make a new template for it to save as, and you like have it be the default for you. But the base one, right? That was working out pretty well for us. Even the resistance up here. Now we broke out and we're well above it. This is where you're like, okay, maybe add bands 2 and 3. In fact, just for my own freaking sanity, let me do this. I can't stand the thin lines. It's like having that scrawny little spaghetti. It tastes horrible. There you go. Okay. Now there's a, you know, when you have crazy things like Bitcoin, sometimes weird things happen. But again, some resistance, some support right there. You know, now we were looking at totally different levels of support, but you know how when you use a bunch of technicals, a lot of times they all kind of point you in the same general direction. This is one of those tools, but I think like you go over here to the weekly chart. The weekly chart looked completely different. Now we can add this right here, but still, you know, a little different. That's why like, logs about to do a monthly chart, so you're not like freaking out. Because again, you buy right here on this dip, you're fine. You buy right here on this dip, you're fine. But you go to the monthly chart. Make sure it's reset, right? You may buy over here at 34,000 something, and it goes all the way down here to 32. You still may be freaking out. You know, maybe you buy right here at 28,000, but it keeps on dipping down to 25,000. It can be kind of spooky. I'll use them a little bit more. I mean, I guess I would be more than what most people are as far as like how to. I would know more than most people about how to use it, but I would say the expert in this field, that as far as I know from personal friends, would be, I guess now his name is FG, Flopping Groper. Trying to leapfrog. I don't know what leapfrog is. Trading username $200 tariff gets you leapfrog indicator for life. 150 quarterly tariff is for the trading Discord. Interesting. So it's like it's a paid group. 150 bucks for 3 months. That what is that? Plus $200 initial fee. So that's 50 bucks a month. So yeah, that's kind of pricey, but you know, I'm not saying to go join his thing, but I'm just saying this guy knows everything you need to know about VWAPs. Like he's what I would call an expert in VWAPs. Like you go over here to Amazon. All right, things can be a little bit choppy. Tariffs are kind of a weird thing to freaking deal with, to be honest, but still, this is a weekly chart. You can see how we had some bounces there. Maybe a daily chart would be better. Is it still the peak? Right. You hit some of those levels, you're good. If you, like, even right here, right? You can be doing some, oh, what's the best way to show this to you? Maybe a 15-minute chart. Right. Now, it doesn't look that beautiful, but you can see the key levels of resistance and support and things like that happening here. It's just not as reliable as much as I want, but again, on a 15-minute chart, you're probably not looking at this one. You're probably looking at, all right, some support right there, some support right there. It's just not enough for me, if that makes sense, which is why you have to use a bunch of other stuff for it. But for crypto, I think it has a solid amount. But he uses it primarily for scalping. So all the stuff I showed that wasn't scalping, notice how it just wasn't as nice. It's because the way I've learned it from him is more for scalping type of stuff. And I'm not a natural scalper, so I don't like to scalp all too much. I like to day trade. That's my bread and butter. And hey, actually happy to help. Yeah, I'm going to be doing more of these longer streams, I think. So the way I work is no matter how many people I have watching me right now is 25. Maybe we'll get back up to a couple hundred here pretty soon if I'm streaming more. I just like people commenting and responding and stuff like that. It gives me stuff to talk about. The moment people stop messaging on a regular basis in the chat, I will usually end the stream because I think that means like everybody's kind of got what they needed for the day. Nobody's freaking out and stuff like that, and things are okay. Let's see, Ethereum's coming down. Oh no, Ethereum's going up. Ethereum's up 16-17% right now. This is the 5-minute chart here. Ethereum's still going higher. So, wait, so Bitcoin is consolidating. Ethereum's going higher. Solana's consolidating. Dogecoin's consolidating after a nice move. Trump token's consolidating. Melania is consolidating with. Oh, Miro's giving up some ground here. Book of Meme. Well, you know what this means, guys. This means that we're about to see a new round of altcoins come out. Meme coins come out. So let's do this now since I got you all here. Let's do watch list. Let's see. I'm gonna clean my house of some of these older ones, coins that haven't popped yet. Some of these tokens were, oh, they were popping back in the day, but this is from like over a year ago. $2025 bangers. Oh, we can just reuse this one. Okay, new asset. Okay. So let's make this the main watch list. I'm gonna add stuff. It works out. Okay. So let's just go by market cap. So even now, I know a lot of stuff has popped off. Let's still be stingy. Let's say we still want to get some tokens that have lower market caps. So let's pump it up towards not $1 billion. Let's go 700 million. I think it'd be a good middle point. And it's made over the last 12 months. 12 months. Let's go last 12 months it's been made. Let's not worry about this. That's too technical. So right now we're filtering for stuff that has a market cap of under $700 million, which is a good amount of tokens, and that's less than 12 months old, 12 months or less old. So Deep Book is up 100% year to date. It's up 25% today. You go over here. Let me just do a quick peek on this. We've looked at it before, but I don't recall. The backbone of Sui DeFi liquidity. Aftermath Finance, okay. Q has one sub DeFi protocol, Sui offering native, okay. And SUI has been doing very, very good. Tivos Finance. Dynamic trading route aggregator on Sui, 7K aggregator designed to optimize your trading strategies. Oh, Mason follows them. Okay. Oh, I was like, what is that? All right. So it's a swapper. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Did I get a message from somebody on my phone? Oh, geez. Sorry. My grandma's been inside the house for like the last hour, and I didn't know because I had my headphones on. It was like I was hearing noises like inside my house, and I was like, "Fuck is that?" Okay, now we're fine. So sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, now I understand. Oh God, I was like really freaking out for a second. I was like, "Shit, where's my gun?" Okay. So something like this, yeah, we can start. Bear chain. I already like bear chain. I'm gonna pre-start. But I'm gonna like. Oh no. Okay, saved it. Okay, I always open up a new tab so I don't lose it. One of you guys actually brought me onto this. I think it was just a couple weeks ago. Bear chain. EMV identical layer 1 aligning security and liquidity powered by proof of liquidity. So basically they just, they prove they have the goods. You can trust them because they can prove it, right? Interesting website. I like it. It's a different type of like thing that I do, but this is something that I would think I would be fine with. Go over here, solid following, 990,000 followers. Right. This is the final tweet in this thread. But yeah, they're doing some work here. So let's go over here a little bit more. Movement, I haven't been as optimistic about. Bear chain's down 61% for the year. Movement's down 80. The market cap for this is $414 million. Move. This would be like on the watch list of the watch list, like maybe the second best or something like that, second tier. But the movement foundation is the driving force behind the movement. Okay. Nope. Where we at? Kind of similar to Deep Book, but I would say Deep Book is just a better version of this, basically. Not as many things, but I still think it's okay. Only thing I really fuck with here is their color scheme. I love yellows and blacks and greens and all that type of stuff. Oh, it looks good. We can add on there for now. It just won't be as much money allocated to that. We're not gonna do this winter grass. Morpho. I haven't really looked into Morpho. Hey Kilo, I like the morning afternoon streams, gives a good outlook for the day. Nice visit always. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, no worries, Kilo. Happy to help you out, man. And as always, thanks for watching. Kilo's been here for a long time, like a lot of you guys have. I appreciate you guys watching and chilling out in the Dogecoin room as well. I think I need to do a couple things. So I'm gonna have them reset my entire Dogecoin stream from like the server for it, because I want to be able to, like, so I pay for two music services. No, I only pay for one right now. Never mind. Sorry, I had multiple streams, but pay for one right now. And this, for whatever reason, on their server, after the song hits the end, like all the way over here, it just doesn't go to the next song. And so when I open up the Dogecoin streams and I try to play music for you guys, it's never working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get him to reset the whole server. I'll put the Dogecoin stream down for a day, and then I'll open it back up later on, and then keep everything going from there. I think that'd be the goal. But I really want to fix it, and I've been really hesitating to fix it because I don't like the stream to be down. That stream's been on for a while. For those of you guys that don't know, I've been streaming Dogecoin for like, what, since like 2020? It's been a freaking minute. It's been a while. No, 2021. Excuse me, 2021. Morpho. There we go. Open infrastructure on on-chain loans. Deposit and start earning. Oh, so it's like a staking. Okay. These ones freak me out a little bit.
Are you ready?
Staking always is a little bit of a spooky thing to me, because you never know. Like, this is a loan, so I'm hoping they check their credit score and stuff like that. But website's taking a minute to load though, so let's go back up a little bit here. For now we can like it. Grass, no. Kato popped up on my radar today, but I haven't really looked at it much. Refresh this, maybe that'll work. The website's not even working, so let's actually backtrack on that one. Yeah, let's not. CT leaderboard. CT Yapper social graph. I wish I knew what exactly was happening here. Certified Yapper board. Certified Yapper. Let's go to X. Maybe they have a better explanation. The distribution powerhouse of crypto for attention, data, and capital. I know, Ashley. I'm always happy to help you out. I've seen the videos, but didn't start effectively seeing my strategy work until this year. Now in year 5 LMO, I'm ready to start following live streams since I understand the language. Yeah, that's the problem for all of us as far as streamers, though. Whether it's me, Evan, CryptoFace, stuff like that. We're talking about stuff, but there's more stuff going on in our head, and it's hard to articulate that without like just talking, which can be very difficult. I'm hoping to make videos like that in the future, though. Like I'm trying to do back to the weekly videos. So what I used to do is I'm probably gonna try to use just my phone for it, and just see, I gotta get another camera for this. I don't want to take this camera and pick it up over there. I used to have a camera like right here, basically, and I would stand in front of my TV with a long pointer that was extractable and retractable and extractable. That's the terminology. And I would point to stuff like a chart happening on the screen, showing you guys all the charts and patterns that were happening, the momentum happening. And because it was on such a large screen, I was able to show, I think, a little bit better. I just couldn't keep moving my thing back and forth because, Loki, would you like another piece of liver? He was taking a nap, so I feel bad waking him up. See his ears down? This is tired Loki. This guy ruined my last camera. Cost me $2,000 to get a new one because he was sprinting around having a good time and just so happened to knock off knock the tripod over with all the wires attached to it. So it fucked it up. I still have the camera over there and I just can't use it. And I think to fix the camera, it was like, the cost to fix it was like $1,500, and I think that was on sale. This camera was on sale for $1,500, so I just bought a new camera. So yeah, it's this guy. He's wrecked a lot of stuff. The first day I got him, he chewed through a wire for a new. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, boy. I'm sorry, no, I made you wait. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. He chewed through a wire for a brand new expensive carpet cleaner that I got because I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a dog. There's gonna be hair all over the place. Let me get a carpet cleaner in case he pees on the floor, all that type of stuff. And yeah. He right through that wire. Yep, I had to go right back to Home Depot literally the next day and buy another one. Yeah, not like, and now I have two, so whenever a part maybe breaks in the future, I could at least take it out. But yeah, it was I was frustrated with Loki, let's just say that. Just moved some stuff around in my dividend account, now making 900 plus bucks a month. Oh damn, that's really nice. Especially this market where everything's starting to tilt back up a little bit. How is the stock market? Oh, Bitcoin's breaking out again. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah. I was not in a happy mood. Sorry, I was just changing the title of this video to say Bitcoin is breaking out right now. Give that man the meat he lurking. These are dried beef liver. He's actually out of raw meat right now. I need to go down to get some more for him. Because he loves raw meat. But see, when he was a puppy, he'd be fucking tearing into meat like crazy. Now, as he's older and more sophisticated, he needs his meat chopped up. He just won't tear into a steak like he used to. He needs it to be chopped up into bite-sized pieces. So normally I'll buy him cube steak from this place called Stewart's. Here, I'll show it to you as Bitcoin's breaking out. It's this place in McKenna. Yelm. It's a little ma and pa spot. They got a freezer over here. They got some stuff working in the back. You park over here. You park over here. Maybe I can show you what it looks like from the side. Yeah. Stewart's Meats. Old-fashioned stuff, right? And they're like, it's like the boonies spot, like right here. Se habla Espanol, you know, pork, Stewart's. They're a non-vaccinated compliance place. I mean, they're adamant about that type of stuff back during COVID, right? They got pies. They're closed only on Mondays, but open every other time of the day. You go in here and you want to get some meat for your dog. If you guys are in the Washington State area, this is a new website. They've redone it all. Wow. We gladly accept EBT now too. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. But they are the spot for locals that like to take a little bit of a drive south. Now shop all pet, let's see, they got pet food right here. Oh, this isn't it. They got smoked bone and pig ear. Fine. Loki does not like any of these, to be honest. He like licks the marrow out of there and that's it. Fresh meat. Yeah, let's go fresh meat. Beef. Oh, there it is. Fresh meat, pig food. Pet food, sorry. Right? Ground pet food, $2.79 a pound. Turkey necks, $1.29. Chicken hearts and livers, $400 a pound. Chicken feet, raw bones, right? And they have all of it. So if I wanted to get some beef from, though, I get him. Look at that. Some beef cheek, some beef shank. He likes to chew on beef feet sometimes. Where is it? They don't have it here. So they'll take some of the meat they have that they don't want and they'll chop it up for dogs. It's really good for Loki. Loves it. I mean, he'll scarf it down so fast. You got to make sure he's not like choking on it. They got lamb and stuff. Loki gets lamb, whole lamb, 30 to 35 pounds. Yeah, what do you call it? They got it good. Loki eats really good, but they got some amazing meat. But what they normally have is freezer meat. Here we go. Maybe beef. No. This is one before. That's what it looks like inside. Very simple place. Very rural people go there. Wait, I'm not going to try to find it too much more. Let's just go back to Bitcoin. But yeah, it's a great spot. Loki is a privileged dog. You don't want to know how much it costs to feed him a month. But he's a very healthy dog, right? but he eats so much because he's outside all day now. So, you know, I got that fence put up. He's outside running and running and running, saying hi to my grandmother and my cleaning lady right now upstairs. That's what they're doing. I hear this in my house. Or my grandmother's watching the cleaning in my house, one of the two. Mr. Old Boss Lover Stewart's. Yeah, my old boss loves Stewart's. Oh yeah, Stewart's is amazing. Stewart's is, it's a solid place. Like, so I don't take Ubers to the airport. What I'll do is I'll actually, I will, excuse me, sorry, I had a burp coming, but it was like one of those weird burps. Me. I lost my train of thought because I burped. So I'm 30 years old. I've been going to Stewart's since I was like 6, right? My grandfather loved Stewart's. Really, really great spot. Cannot talk about it enough. It is that good. All right. Moodang is up 66% today. %, if you go off of the lows we had yesterday. Now, honestly, unless you've been dollar cost averaging, you're still losing a shit ton of money off Moodang. But it's there, you know what I mean? UFO's up 18%, and that's what it looks like. UFO's still really low. Ooh, but UFO may bottom here. Interesting. There's so many little leverage swing trades you could start right now if you wanted to. Dogecoin's up 10%. Still not able to break out because Bitcoin wasn't able to break out as much. Bitcoin broke out, just not holding. Give me that VWAP here and see if it still hasn't. Yeah, see that shit. Yeah, so for you scalpers out there, it can be very useful. Longer term investing, I think it's fine, but there's just so many extra variables that happen from month to month, week to week. Whereas day trading, there's not crazy amount of news. You go on the news right now, everybody's freaking talking about what the Pope. Oh, I am following him too. Yeah, okay, he follows me too. Okay, yeah. Actually, was that Ben? Retweet. Like, he's throwing a party in Vegas this year, and I'm gonna be at it. It's gonna be great. He has the best parties ever. Overlying the SPX in 1989, 1990 with Ethereum today. Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, Pope, Augustinian, Malfort, Holy Father. There's nothing. Mattel, I don't know, maybe Mattel. What's going on with Mattel? In a completely unhinged moment, Trump threatens the country of Mattel with a 100% tariff if they counter his policies. Oh, Mattel. I don't know what the heck's going on with Mattel. He had a massive brain fart there, if it's true. I don't know much about online stuff, right? American Augustinian or registered Republican opposes female deacons, wears traditional garments, openly critical of Western decline. What do you guys think of this pick? They said prick. Okay, I will say he had a very sinister look. When he came out the first time. I was like, dude, this guy's been plotting this for a minute. Which again, I talked about the politics. He has been plotting it. We go to Pope. I want to see if I can find a video of him like first walking out. First American Pope, dude. People going fucking wild here. A Waffle House. Oh shit. No. God, the jokes happening right now are just insane. Oh god, the smoke. Really not much media? I can't find it. Remind me another day and I'll do it for you guys. It was before he started talking. He just came out to like say his little 2-word sentence and he went back in preparing for the longer speech. What I can do is go to YouTube. My boss would have me get some pepperoni sticks. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I say. So I don't take Uber to the airport, right? Because it's like $100 something. I have my grandparents drive me. So every time my grandparents drive me, I will give them like 50 to 80 bucks worth of meat from Stewart's, like pre-made pork chops, all this really high-end meat that they love. Let me go to ABC News. Let's go back to a few hours ago. That was a speech. That look. I'm sure he's a really nice guy. I'm not saying he isn't. But those types of looks where the smiles are so small and they smile like that. Yeah, that thing. That's a man who's worked very hard to get to his position, and it worked out perfectly for him. All his plans came together. Look at that look. Look at that look. Like, I am here. I am the one. I am anointed by God. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff. All right, guys. I am going to call it a day right now. I will stream a little bit later on tonight. I'm not entirely sure what time, but I will stream a little bit later on tonight. Since my grandmother's here, I kind of want to go say hello because I know she'll probably leave in a little bit because I'm not talking to her and stuff. But yeah, so I'll see you guys a little bit later. In the morning, I'm just gonna pop up and do a stream like this, and we'll see how it goes. But good day, guys. Everything's working well with Bitcoin. If we keep on going up, I'll be there. Even if we crashed later on tonight or something like that tomorrow, I'll be there. But this is beyond my expectations of how great I thought Bitcoin was going to do this week. So I was a little bit wrong about that, and I'll be the first to admit it. I thought we were going to have a little more of a dip than a rip type of thing. No, we just kept on ripping. I'm thinking the Fed, Jerome Powell was a little bit dovish yesterday about like what he was thinking and stuff like that, and how he got pushed more by the reporters than he normally did, and he had to answer some questions he normally doesn't. So I'm thinking, that helped us out a little bit today. But yeah, I'll see you guys a little bit later. I will be streaming again tomorrow, sometime middle of the day. And guys, yeah, have a great rest of your night. I'm excited to see what Bitcoin does here. My bags are a little bit less heavy today. Some of my bags are no longer bags, and my Bitcoin's making me money. So go out there, have some fun trading if you guys want to. This is a perfect environment for day trading. Just follow the system here if you guys are going to be doing a lot. It's a lot of scalping and day trading today. Swing traders are still scaling out, as we've talked about, right? I think we talked about being about 30 to 40% out over the last few days of the swing trades. You should still have some ammo left to sell and lock in even more profits. And I will be locking in some profits today. I would be dumb not to. You guys can do whatever you want to, but my strategy, I sell too early. It's my bad habit. But I'm walking away with money afterwards, right? So, see you guys a little bit later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This was a long 2.5 hour stream. So I appreciate you guys sticking around for that long.